cold in here, so I'm wearing my jacket and my gloves. It's winter in Canada, so why don't we have some winter fun in Canada? It's going to be hard to teach you with this stuff on, so let me remove my outerwear. This is a jacket. It's called a denim jacket or a jean jacket, worn by James Dean, the Fonz, other cool guys, and, well, me. Not so cool, but I have one. We have a lot of Canadians have jean jackets. And these are gloves. Gloves have fingers, individual fingers. So you can do things like pick up markers and use them. So fingers, so you can use them. Now we have other types of gloves in Canada. We're going to get to that in just a second, okay? So, I didn't go far. I'm coming back right here. On the board, we're going to have some winter fun in Canada. Now, number one, this is called well, one of the things we like to do is throw snowballs. That's why it's going to be fun. And we also, we build snow men. And when people lie on the ground, sometimes they move their arms up and down and they create snow angels. That's what we do for fun. That's right. That's what we do for fun because it's too cold to do anything else. But before you go out and make snowmen, snowballs, and snow angels, okay, what you got to do is start knowing what to wear. Canada's temperature can vary in the wintertime from anywhere from, let's say, +5, which is a nice day. Sometimes it gets a little warmer. Sometimes. It goes from +5 and it can go down to anywhere down to -20. So you got to know how to dress if you want to stay here. So this might be a basic lesson. So if you're a student who studies some of the other things we've done, like MUST, for instance, you should check that out, or how to improve your English conversation. Great videos to go see. I suggest you go watch them afterwards. They might be basic for you, but what you want to be able to do is understand what you need if you come to Canada for winter, right? One of those things is this. You're going to need a coat. I showed you a jacket, that short one. Coats are usually longer, so they go down longer on your body. And they're also usually heavier, okay? Because you need to keep your warmth in. So this, we call a coat, okay? Now, might I suggest, if you get a coat in Canada, try and get one that's got down in it or heavy wool. A lot of students I've had come here, they buy this thin little coat like my jean jacket and go, "Teacher, I'm ready." And I'm like, "You're gonna die, son. You're gonna die. It's -20. You don't know if you're from Saudi Arabia what -20 is, okay? I mean, literally, you can freeze outside, just like that. Ice dripping from your nose. Okay, so you need a coat. Now, also, in Canada we get snow. The snow can come from, I'm going to give you inches first. Anywhere from, they'll tell you about, ½ inch to 5 to 6 inches or 8 inches. In centimeters, this can be anywhere from 2.5 centimeters up to 20 centimeters. Yeah, you're doing the math, and sometimes even more, that's right, 30 centimeters. And this can fall in hours. So in order to not freeze, you need something called, I'm sure you've seen them, boots. Now, a lot of Canadian boots have, wait for it, I know this is a basic lesson, right? Laces. I find it funny because a lot of students go, "Teacher, what are these things on my shoes?" I'm like, "You mean laces?" And they're like, "Oh, is that what you call them?" I'm like, "Yeah, we call them laces." So, boots with laces. Keep the boots strapped to keep the snow out, right? Because if you don't, the snow can come in. You tie the laces tight, the snow won't go in your pants. Now, I told you it's cold. You got a jacket, you got some pants, and you got boots. We also have long underwear. But a common term in Canada, at least, in Canada, we don't just call them long underwear, we call them long johns. I don't know why. They could be long bobs or long Ritas, but they're called long johns, okay? So if you go to a store in Canada and you go, "It's winter time, I need something to keep warm," long underwear, they may go, "Do you want long johns?" Key about long johns, they're like a t-shirt that go all the way down to your ankles. Your ankles, I'm getting old, so there, almost the top of your shoes, okay? So they cover your whole body. It's for insulation, okay? Insulation is what keeps the heat in. So this layer of insulation, it's a funny kind of underwear. It's a little bit thick. It'll keep the heat into your body. And then what we do is we call long johns plus coat plus sweater, we call that layering, okay? Layering is how we get insulation in Canada to keep warm. Okay, once again, if you don't think it's an advanced lesson, it is from the fact if you're in this country, you better understand it, or you will suffer a cold, freezing death. Okay? So we want to do layering, and we want to use our long johns first, long underwear, then we'll put on sweaters and other things. Okay? We want laces for our boots, wear coats, not jackets, please. Okay? And the jacket should be, as I said, it should be down. Down-filled coat is usually goose or duck feathers. They are very good at retaining. Retaining means to keep, and keeping the heat on the body. Okay? So if you're students in Canada now, and it's November when I'm doing this, buy this stuff now, because you'll need it in December. Okay? And you'll need it all the way till like March. Now, over here, my friend has a glove on, remember? Glove has fingers. So he's wearing a glove. Gloves are nice because they allow you to move your fingers, but they're not really good for warmth. To keep your fingers warm, right, what we have mitts. Now a mitt is basically one part with all four and then it has just the thumb outside. And that's what Ezekiel's wearing still. Sylvester the Snake is wearing one outfit. It's a fashion show. And Ezekiel's wearing mitts because he wants to be warmer, okay? So he's got mitts, okay? He's got a mitt on, okay? Now, he's also wearing around his neck you know what, let me do this. Always makes it easier, so we don't get, okay? We're going to put mitt in red so you can see it clearly. You know, he's got a scarf. The thing we put on our necks are scarves. We wear scarves, V when it's plural, or a scarf to put in to keep the wind from coming on your chest. Okay? Now here's a funny thing. This is only in Canada. Okay? Most people will call this a hat or a woolen hat. In Canada, because we are who we are, we like to call them this. I don't know if because in Canada we have French roots, but it's called a toque. It is a toque. We wear a toque with our scalps on our head. Okay, so it's called a toque. So you'll see Canadians wearing a woolen hat made of wool, very fuzzy, but very warm. We call it a toque. No baseball hats, okay? So basically we've got all our general wear that you need to survive a Canadian winter, okay? So if you want to have winter fun in Canada, you want to, see in Canada, you want to either wear a toque. See, Sylvester the Snake, not smart, no toque. He's going to freeze his head. And his head is like mine, bald, no hair. Okay? You're going to make sure you wear your long johns underneath everything, the underwear. Okay? Make sure you layer your clothes. So wear that plus another sweater, maybe a t-shirt over your long johns. Don't forget laces on boots. Tie them up tight, right? Bring them really close so keep the snow out, okay, on your boots. Get a nice heavy coat made of what? Down. Down is what? Goose or duck feathers. Very good. Okay, if your hands get cold too easily, gloves won't be good, but they're great for driving because they give you control. Buy mitts. Okay, that'll be the one-piece glove. Don't forget to wear your scarf and your toque on your head and your neck to keep them nice and warm. And then you can go out and do your snowmen, your snowballs, your snow angels. Cool? And don't forget, people, temperature can go to -20. Be careful. Well, I hope you enjoyed that lesson. I'm doing it because I'm freaking cold here myself. Okay, but don't forget, if you want to go to a nice place where everyone's nice and sunny, like Jamaica, man. Nice, sunny and warm, where everyone's friendly, always nice to go to. Not like Canada where it's cold. Yeah, for all the foreign students, that was English. I was just joking. I was saying it in a Jamaican accent. Go to a place where it's always fun and friendly and people love you. Okay, and it's going to be warm because of the love. Go to www.ing as in English, vid as in video.com. Okay? Well, we'll have another season for you to play in, okay? Summer is really cool, less clothes, nice to look at. Anyway, bikinis. We'll talk about bikinis. Bye.